Someone's attacked the fire station in Bristol. I'm going to put out the blaze and find who's responsible.
Sir, you could restore Raish's health and then hand him over to the proper authorities.
You know no prison can hold him, Alfred. Besides, he'll outlive any sentence.
I see. Well, sir, what are you going to do?
Find the other Lazarus pit. Stop it falling into the wrong hands. Vents blocked. They can't have been expecting anyone to find this entrance. I should leave via the main doors.
Wants payback for the courthouse. Bat's gonna get it. Nice driving. He's right there. Just go. He's on our tail. Outrun that thing. Come on, lose him. Look out! It's the bat. Run that freak down!
What's the bat doing here?
You can stay loyal to Riddler, or you can stay in one piece.
Whatever you want.
The right choice. Power to the fire suppression system has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze under control. The fire will burn out of control unless I power up the fire suppression system. Firefly.
You beat me once, but that was a long time ago.
Firefly will be biding his time, planning his next move. I should keep a lookout for any sign of his next attack.
There are reports of opera music being played in the Kingston district, sir. The killer's calling card. It could be the break we need.
Selling weapons. We should get some. These tanks and stuff must have cost a fortune. So what? We under occupation now? It's not right. If we don't find something soon, I'm punching you in the face.
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body.
An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive. There's a bullet lodged deep in the upper bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade. The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite.
Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked for Stag Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them. I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
you to Chinatown, I expected a prompt arrival. How many more of your allies must I kidnap?
Control, we have a riot in progress near Wayne Tower. Over.
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
It's a bad idea to walk out in the Batsuit while Lucius's PA is still here.
Had I been curious about your identity, I would have torn off that mask years ago. I always figured the truth would be a letdown. But I have to admit, masquerading as Gotham's least interesting socialite is one hell of a cover story. The dead parents are just icing on the cake.
You had to go and spoil the surprise. I was hoping to keep her under wraps until she's ready. Next generation disruptor. She's still a couple of weeks from completion, but I figured you'd appreciate a working prototype. I should have her with you later on this evening.
Thanks, Lucius. I think I might need it.
It took a while to source the improved components. You're lucky I don't charge overtime.
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Got it. The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts. Ah, you'll like this. Wrote it myself. You'll like this. Wrote it myself when I saw what you were up against this evening. The drone virus hijacks the militia tank's weapon systems and causes them to target their allies. I'll be in touch as soon as it's ready. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I could leave this city even... Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
I'm at the tunnel entrance. Open the doors.
Just a moment, sir. I'm accessing the building's security mainframe.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear. It seems they've locked me out of the system. They must know you're here.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll find another way in.
Run! Go! Go!
I need to find a way to get that tunnel entrance open.
Man, this whole city's a mess. We need Joker back. He'd get everybody in line. There he is! It's Batman! Leroy said he saw one of the bodies. Looks like it's been crucified. Knowing Leroy, he went and had a look. Of course he did. He's got pictures of this thing on his phone. He's a sicko.
Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there. Hey, I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine. She's working on something for me. It's important.
But she's safe, right?
Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working on that cure.
Oh, Bats! How very me of you! Though I can see why you didn't tell him after old Jimbo's hysterical overreaction. Still, if you cared about Barbara the way that little sidekick of yours does, maybe she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place. They're star-crossed, Patsy. Like me and you. Shame they're being torn apart thanks to your crusade. So let's recap. Barbara's kidnapped, and let's face it, probably dead. You're lying to Boy wonder about it, and dear old Jim's marched off on his lonesome to save the day. Not your best day at the office, Bats. Something on your mind? Come on! Let her off! bobbing out of his cage. You can't force him to slave over your cure. Plus, if he gets himself killed out there, you won't have to tell him about Barbara. It's win-win. You think he's really gonna fix your nasty case of jokeritis? Not a chance. I'm chronic, Brucey. I'm lingering. We both know there's no cure for me. Can you remember when it was simple? Back in the old days when it was just you, me, a regular war against crime? Well, take a look, Bats. Things change. Oh, it's just war, with you standing right bang in the center. Of course, like with any war, there are casualties. It's inevitable, unavoidable, like death. Well, maybe not death. I seem to have sidestepped that one. Still, not all of us are so lucky. Remember Talia? Of course you do. How could you forget a girl like that? All it took was one piece of lead to end your hopes of a happily ever after. You blamed me, of course, but you were wrong. You put her in my crosshairs, Bats. Sure, she didn't do herself any favors, but it was you. You see, people trust you. They believe in you. They follow you into your war, and you are about to get them all killed.
Should have just killed her. Or just dead because of her.
Hey, Bats. You see these guys?
You're not going anywhere, old man. Tri-weave titanium-coated armor plating. Nice. Unless you know exactly where to shoot. You're good, Dark Knight. Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever did. Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with minds.
You're not getting through me! Pathetic!
doesn't know you very well now, does he? I think you're trapped down here. What kind of supervillain thinks a bullet to the stomach and a hand tank can stop the Batman?
Alpha target just to the Diamondback. Armor breached. Lost the Rattler. Target strike.
Time to rescue Oracle and make the Arkham Knight pay.
I see you're back in the car, Master Bruce.
I'm going after the Knight. He's here in the tunnels.
Then let us hope he has Miss Gordon with him.
He knows where she is, Alfred. He's not getting away.
Get ready! Hit him again!
What are we doing here? Stop him!
He's getting close! Let him off the road! That car's gonna smash us to pieces!
The driver isn't the Arkham Knight, but he'll know where I can find him.
How does it feel to be chasing the wrong man?
Where is the Arkham Knight?
You won't find him!
You think I didn't know you were tracking my broadcast location? Here's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think, which means I know how to beat you.
Where is he?
With Barbara Gordon. She's ours now. Can you imagine what the Knight's going to do to her? What are you doing? No! You can't do this!
Where is he?
He's gone to see the little man, the Penguin. He supplied the safe houses for the attack. The Knight's gone to pay him for his services. That's it. That's all I know.
Remember something else?
He uses a refrigeration company as a front. The trucks distribute weapons throughout the city.
What's it called?
North Refrigeration.
Thank you.
Alfred, I need you to find out everything you can about North Refrigeration.
Of course. May I inquire why?
Penguin's supplying arms to the Arkham Knight, and right now, he's the best lead we have to finding Barbara.
I'll look into it right away, sir. Ah, I can see Mr. Fox is trying to contact you.
Lucius.
Mr. Wayne, your new Batmobile upgrade is ready to deploy. The Batwing is en route to Grand Avenue.
Arkham Knight was using to broadcast via your gauntlet. Rest assured that all of our communications are securely encrypted. Should I lock him out to prevent further disruptions?
Keep the channel open, Alfred. The more he talks, the more I know about him.
Very well, sir.
Sir, we just tracked a fast-moving aircraft heading in on Grand Avenue. This thing just pulled a J-turn, clocking in at 12 Gs. I don't know anything that can do that.
I do. Show it what it needs to go to war.
The drone virus overrides the friend or foe identification system of militia drones. An infected drone will target other drones instead of the Batmobile. When deployed at higher weapon energy levels, this will infect multiple enemy targets.
Batman's here.
Surround him! Destroy him!
Sir, I've lost control of a drone. He's overriding my control protocols.
Send units to intercept! Take it out!
Alpha targets hit a drone. Confirmed hit.
Hit him hard, Sergeant! I want that car wrecked!
Rattler offline.
You're starting to see it, aren't you? Now for once, you can't keep up.
He just took out the drone unit in Grand Avenue.
Sir, I've been looking into North Refrigeration as you requested. It seems Master Grayson has been investigating them for some time.
Good. Tell him to send me what he has.
He insisted on seeing you in person, sir. He's on his way from Bloodhaven with the pertinent information. He'll meet you on a rooftop overlooking the Ranelagh Ferry Terminal.
Thanks, Alfred.
In the meantime, sir, scans have established that the Arkham Knight has mobilized his senior lieutenants in armored personnel carriers throughout the city. We currently have a lock on one such vehicle, should you wish to intervene and remove them from the battle.
Firefly's targeting the city's fire stations. Find the smoke and I'll find him.
Sir, I've been reviewing the Wind Tower CCTV footage, and it appears one of the Station 17 hostages is being held in that area. Be careful how you approach. The assailants are armed.
Look out! It's Batman!
Arkham City? Never seen Batman. Not once. Just lucky, I guess.
Tonight's a great night to be bad.
This is the true Gotham. All those other people couldn't face it. It's why they left. This is how things ought to be.
You hear that? This is our city now. We get to do whatever we want. And that includes
I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone was coming. I've had a bad feeling about this city for weeks. Ever since the fires started.
I need more evidence to be certain, but I think your crew was tackling the work of one serial arsonist.
Great! Guess it wouldn't be Gotham without a crazy pyro running loose, huh? You know, the chief always said we'd get through it. But I don't know anymore. Not after this.
Everything's going to be okay. You'll be safe with the rest of your men back at GCPD.
I'm imagining. I've got to be imagining it. Who chain a body to a wall? Like Scarecrow, but he sent food packages too, you know? turn the whole H-Chem factory into a bomb. Batman's got a tank? That's cheating! Batman! It's Batman! That thing will find us! Move! I'm going!
A challenge beneath Chinatown. Fine, Enigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Riddler's got Catwoman. Good. That little beef clawed off half my base in Arkham City. Evacuation? Ha! Batman will take care of Scarecrow, and I'll take care of everybody's stuff. Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance! What the? It's him! He's tailing us! Put your foot down! Go! Run! Batman!
Riddler, tell me everything. I'm asking nicely.
This is all I know!
Thanks.
It's Batman. Come on, let's get over there. What's with all the rain? Suddenly Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella.
Falcon 5 to control. We're tracking rioters on Bleak Island, over.
Well, Dark Knight. Eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are. These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius, testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. Now, there's no shame in being stuck. The shame lies in thinking you could beat me in the first place. Oh no, Batman. It seems you're far too attached to that fancy tank of yours to solve this one. This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. Mind the gap, Detective. upside down? Oh, Dark Knight, I presumed a base level of competency when designing these trials. Upside down, Dark Knight? Really? Well done, Detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day. Well, you figured it out. Or blundered your way to victory. Time to help Catwoman with her key. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, Detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me, one of them won't. Great. I can do this.
Can you
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Just this once, I've lowered the count on Catwoman's collar by 2 digits to account for Batman's earlier success. I could have simply started the count on 8, but, well, 9 lives? I couldn't resist. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big, mysterious green door.
Yes, yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
Arkham Knight. Yeah, that's just what Gotham needs. Another guy in a mask.
Open.
Sir, I can see you're at the movie studios. You're doing the right thing. Master Drake deserves to know.
I'm not telling him that Barbara's been kidnapped, Alfred. He needs to focus on the cure.
But sir, you know what she means to him. If anything happens...
I'll find her.
Don't worry about the cure, Batsy. You're fine. Never better. Think about it. What could be more powerful than getting the inside line from the Clown Prince of Crime? Besides, it's not really seeing things if the guy really is in your head.
What have you got Barbara working on? She's still off comms. Have you spoken to her?
Oracle will be in touch as soon as she's completed her mission. I need you to keep focused on Henry Adams. We have to find that cure.